When Dakota Johnson breaks the silence, I am just saying it once. The heavy silence that leads to the explosion. The day Jamie said, "I'll say it once," all eyes were on Dakota Johnson. But she chose silence. A silence that sent Hollywood into a frenzy. 24 hours, 36 hours, 48 hours passed. Dakota still hadn't appeared on any media. No posts, no stories, no interviews. The silence sent the internet into a frenzy. Is Dakota heartbroken? Is Dakota crying? Is Dakota avoiding Jamie? Is Dakota waiting for the right moment? Couple fan pages, Reddit groups, and millions of people on TikTok were trying to figure out what Dakota was thinking. Until, on the 6th day, Dakota showed up, and she broke the silence in a way no one could have imagined. Unexpected event. Dakota becomes the main character. Dakota was invited to a film conference in Los Angeles. Normally, such events would never be the scene of a scandal. But that day, every camera, every lens, every livestream focused on one moment. Dakota walked in. Her eyes were red but proud. Her shoulders were straight but her heart was clearly beating. She wore a white shirt, a beige blazer, elegant, calm, and a little quiet. But her eyes? No longer avoiding. No longer running away. It seemed to say, "Today, I will say what I have to say." Reporter attack, Dakota calm as ice. A reporter asked right away. Dakota, Jamie Dornan has put an end to all the speculation. Do you have any response? Dakota looked straight at him, then said softly, "I'll say it when it's time." An answer enough to send the media into a frenzy. Another reporter chimed in. Are you and Jamie avoiding each other? Dakota smiled, a tired but sharp smile. If I avoid him, Hollywood will know. Then, as if she had made up her mind, Dakota put the microphone on the table, took a deep breath, and said, "Okay, I think this is the time." The room stood still. Dakota begins, the words that make the world stand still. Dakota adjusted the microphone, her hands shaking slightly, but her eyes steady as if she had been thinking for a long time. She said, "Jamie said he would say it once." "Me too. And I will say it once." The room erupted in a long, "oh." The entire internet exploded in seconds. Dakota tilted her head down, mustering all the composure she had left. For the past 10 years, people have looked at Jamie and me, and they've made up 1,000 stories. Some are true. Some are false. Some hurt me. Some keep him up at night. She looked up. But the one thing no one knows is that we've tried not to hurt each other. A gentle truth that shook the world. Dakota, he would never say less than that greater than unless he was pushed to his limit. Dakota took a deep breath. Jamie is not an emotional person. He only said that when he was past his limit. She swallowed, her eyes slightly red. I know he's tired. I know he wants to protect me. But he forgot one thing. Dakota paused. Her voice trembled, but didn't break. He's not the only one who's hurt. The room fell silent. The unexpected confession. Dakota looked up, her eyes sharp. Jamie said it once, but I need to say the rest. She slowly enunciated each word. I never wanted to end anything. Lightning struck her ears. Dakota continued. I never wanted to say, it's over, because for me, what happened between us is not something that can be ended so easily. A reporter almost shouted. You mean? Dakota raised her hand to stop her. I'm not talking about love. I'm not talking about a relationship. I'm talking about the truth. Dakota explains, and for the first time, she speaks out the pain. Dakota grips the microphone. Jamie and I have a truth between us. A connection that we never talk about. Not because we're ashamed, but because we're afraid. She pauses, looks down at the table. Afraid of hurting each other. Afraid of people misunderstanding. And afraid of ruining what we have. A reporter asks, "What are you talking about?" Dakota looks up. Something that only he and I understand. Only us. **8, the highlight. Dakota says a sentence that makes the world breathe it off. Dakota took a deep breath, then said, "And now I'm going to say it once. Just once. Never again." The entire conference room leaned toward her. Dakota said, "Jamie said it to end the speculation. And I said it, to end the silence." She looked straight into the camera, as if to Jamie. "Jamie, you're not the only one who's been holding back. I've had to do it too. And I'm tired." Then, her voice softened, but painful. "But I never wanted to break up. I just wanted us to be honest with each other, more than we were honest with the world." It was the first time Dakota had said it publicly. The first tear that falls, not from weakness, but from relief. Dakota turns away, tears rolling down her face, but she quickly wipes them away. "People ask why I've been silent all these days. It's because I had to choose between two things. Stay silent to protect him. Or tell the truth to protect myself." She purses her lips, her voice breaking slightly. "Today I choose myself." A round of applause rings out, something that rarely appears in press conferences. The final sentence, the heaviest, most painful, and true. Dakota stands up, the light reflecting off her hair and her eyes sparkling. "Jamie, just say it once." She put her hand to her chest. "But I'll say it just once." She paused, then said the words that brought millions to tears. "Don't end something we never started." No one moved. No one breathed. The world stood still for 7 seconds. Dakota bowed her head. "That's all. Just once." The end. She walked off the stage, never looking back. Epilogue, Jamie heard. And he cry. A few hours later, a source revealed. Jamie watched the livestream. Alone. In the car. And he cried. Not because Dakota blamed him. But because she said exactly what he didn't dare say. He whispered, according to the source. "I shouldn't have said no." Then he added. "Dakota, I don't want to end something we haven't even started." Hollywood waited for Jamie's next reaction. And the world understood. This story was never about scandal. It was about two hearts, trying to avoid each other, but also running toward each other.